machine stopped working.
Why, hello, Mike. How are you feeling today?
Not too bad, Dr. Sims.
Are you sure?
I feel terrible. I've got another one of those headaches.
I see. Well, I think we can take care of that after we have a little chat.
I've been having more dreams.
More dreams about your dark world?
I visited there again. The ancients are hatching a new plot against humanity.
Is that so? Just what are they planning to do?
They're trying to take over the Earth.
Mike, I think this fantasy of yours is getting out of hand. Let's have no more talk about the so-called ancients for a while.
Let's just get on with the hypnosis.
All right. We'll hypnotize you now. Relax. Empty your mind and stare at the spot on the ceiling. You're feeling sleepy. You are calm, at peace.
Here's part of it. I'll have the rest tomorrow night when I can get to the re-election fund.
Make sure you do. This will be harder to get away with than torching that rich guy was. Boy, that Rita sure had a thing for other people's husbands.
Look! Up there, it's Mike Dawson. He's been listening in on us.
Dawson! Still sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Just like your friend Rita. You want to end up dead like her and all her other friends?
Anybody hungry? How about some filet of brain? The gray matter is particularly tasty today. Just what makes us Dark Worlders strong and healthy. Hey, Mike! Your shoes are bleeding!
Oh, you're so gross, Mike. No wonder Rita would rather be with my husband than with you.
Mike, are you awake? How do you feel now?
I feel much better. Thanks, Dr. Sims.
I'm gratified to know it's working so well for you. We have a few minutes. Let's talk a little before you go. You were talking during your dream.
What did I say?
Quite a bit. You're angry with the mayor, aren't you?
Why do you think I'm angry with the mayor?
Your dream. It sounded like the mayor's wife was plotting with Jimmy to murder her husband.
I'm angry at Jimmy. He killed Mr. Ramirez for having an affair with Rita.
You're projecting, Mike. I think you're the one who was jealous of Rita.
Doctor, I think you're wrong about my feelings for Rita.
Well, maybe. But that's about all the time we have today. Give some more thought to what we discussed. And if your headaches return, see me.
Here comes Jack. Guess what? I have a photo of Mrs. Ramirez paying off Jimmy for killing her husband. Yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence that his name keeps turning up.
What do you mean?
What's the connection between Jimmy and the mayor?
There isn't one. Oh, wait a second. He's very fond of the mayor's wife, Melissa. So you think he was angry that Rita was a homewrecker?
Hey, I'm angry that a married man was fooling around with her.
Well, before you go ripping somebody's head off, I'd check out their story. On my way over here, I saw Jimmy go into the pool hall. Why don't you go have a man-to-man with him?
been suspicious of you for some time, Jimmy Gardner. The liquor store robbery, the Lindbergh kidnapping, but now I'm convinced you murdered Rita Scanlon.
Listen good, Slim. I'm getting real sick of your crazy talk. Now shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
You don't frighten me none, Jimmy Gardner. This here letter proves you're a killer. They're gonna lock you up and throw away the key.
That does it, you loon. You stuck your nose where it doesn't belong, and now you're gonna pay for it.
Hey, stop picking on him, Jimmy. Put that gun away. Let's see if you're brave enough to take me on, man to man.
Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah.
You okay, Mikey boy?
What happened?
I had a feeling you were spoiling for a fight with Jimmy, and I thought you could use some help. Looks like I was right. You can thank me later. I've got to run.
Wait a minute. Where did Slim run off to? Are you okay, Slim?
Oh, come in, Mr. Dawson. Thanks for helping me out back there.
Why'd you run away when Jimmy pulled his gun? I thought your suit made you invulnerable.
My uniform doesn't cover my face, Mr. Dawson. Every power has its limits.
What was this evidence you said you have against Jimmy?
It's a love letter written by Rita to Melissa's husband. It seems she was having a fling with our honorable mayor.
I don't understand what Jimmy has to do with all of this.
The night before the high school reunion, I saw Melissa give Jimmy a big wad of money. That seemed mighty suspicious, especially after how Jimmy turned Mr. Ramirez into a crispy critter.
You know that Jimmy caused the Ramirez fire?
Don't act so surprised, Mr. Dawson. Most people just think I'm a crazy fool, so they tend to talk a little carelessly when I'm around. I've heard it all. And then some.
You know, Slim, there is a lot of evil in the world.
You got that right, Mr. Dawson. That's why I prefer my own delusions.
How did you get a hold of this letter?
Oh, I snatched it out of Melissa's purse earlier today. I knew she was involved in some kind of conspiracy, and I just needed a motive. Gosh darn if I didn't find one.
What first led you to suspect Melissa?
I've seen Melissa go into the pool hall regularly the past few weeks. Now, that isn't the proper place for a mayor's wife, is it? So I've been keeping my eye on her.
I noticed you collect a lot of things, but how could you stoop to picking a woman's purse?
Well, Mr. Dawson, sometimes you have to bend the rules a little in the pursuit of justice. I am the town's sole protector, after all.
Do you mind if I hand the letter and Jimmy's gun over to the sheriff, Slim?
Go ahead. Sheriff Butler wouldn't pay it any attention if I gave them to him. He didn't even believe me the time I found Jimmy Hoffa's grave. Take them. They're yours.
Oh, hello, Sheriff Butler. What brings you down to the carnival?
I'm just checking out the area, looking for suspects. I'm not surprised to find you here.
I told you I don't know anything about Rita's murder.
I'm not talking about that. I want to know who killed Mayor Fleming.
Mayor Fleming's been murdered?
You been anywhere else in the park during the last hour?
Who do you think did it?
Like I said before, Dawson, you're my #1 suspect. Nothing you've said or done convinces me otherwise. Maybe you knocked off Mayor Fleming because of Rita, or maybe you had other reasons.
I don't know anything about it. What happened?
The FBI is examining the body right now. I'm on the lookout for suspects who've been to the park during the last hour.
The last hour? Well, I've been busy doing some work.
Work? Oh, yes. I've heard that you've been playing detective today. And what evidence have you turned up, Sherlock?
I've got a letter implicating Jimmy. Melissa hired him to kill Rita for having an affair with the mayor.
All right, Dawson, I'll talk to Jimmy about this letter. But stick around in case the feds or I have any more questions for you.